I'm not gonna lie, I'm grieving my early 20s.
Mm,
And the reason why is because I wanted to be young, lit, and rich.
yeah,
And it didn't happen at the time I wanted it to. And I understand the idea of, like, your journey, your timing. But at the same time, I want what I want when I want it. That's how I see it.
yeah. No, I'm with you on that. Like, I wanted children when I was about 25,
Mm,
and it didn't happen. So it's like I'm grieving that, but at the same time, I'm sort of in acceptance that it's not happened because we're still young. And
mm.
it's like,
But it doesn't feel like we're young. Like, we are young because when older people say, there'll be like older people that are like, oh, yeah, you're still young. But when you're here and you're seeing people younger than you, more successful,
yeah,
it's like, oh, I'm getting old. But I know, we are still young though. I'm not going to lie.
I,
I do feel like we kind of maybe stress ourselves out a bit too
I
much.
think we put a lot of pressure on
I
ourselves.
know I do anyway.
I would definitely want to be in my early 20s and like go out more. Like, I think we're getting better at planning things. It's just not always executed. And
Oh, yeah.
that's something that I wish that we did more in our early 20s. But I just feel like trials and tribulations happen in the early 20s that can kind of sometimes prevent you from going out there and doing things that you want to do at
That's
that
true. That's
age.
true. Things do happen. And there's always the bright side as well, which I try and consider,
Yeah.
where people say the 30s is the new 20s.
Oh my
And
God.
I don't know if you've heard that saying,
Yes.
but I don't know. I kind of think about that a lot whenever I'm like, oh, I'm not where I want to be.
Are you excited about it?
I am. I'm not going to lie. Like, every
Yeah.
time I get older or a year older, I do think to myself, I'm getting 1 year wiser. And I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to the version of me that's like older, because
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm going to get so much more wiser. I'm excited to see her.
Yeah. Oh, to see her. Oh,
Yeah.
I love
Because
that.
the early 20s me was still growing, she was still learning, she was still trying
Yeah.
to understand the world,
You're still a
she was still
baby.
dealing with like just a lot,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, literally, I just feel like the early 20s version of me, she needed to learn more.
Yeah.
So that's why I think that whole saying of like the 30s is the new 20s, that's what makes me feel a bit less more grievancy towards my early 20s.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
because then there's a new chapter coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you see how like 30, 20, 50, 40, like it's such a staple number. It feels
Yes.
like a new chapter. Like,
And I love that. It's a fresh
yeah,
start and a new beginning,
yeah.
and I love that.
I think it's so nice. And it's like, okay, well, hopefully 30s I won't turn into an alcoholic. And I do think that like having that staple age, the big 30, the big 20,
No
the
one can
big
tell you
four
nothing.
zero, yeah,
Nobody
it's
can. I
like,
mean, no one can tell you nothing anyway. You know what I'm saying? But when you're 30, it's like I feel like you're an official adult. So I don't know. It's
mm,
things like that that makes me not grieve my early 20s. But the only part of me that makes me grieve my early 20s is when I see a young person on the internet that's like, oh, I got this money and I'm only like 21, and I'm like, shit. I just remembered I'm not 21 anymore,
yeah,
and I would kind of grieve and think, I wish I was. I'm not gonna say I proper grieve it to the point where I'm like, oh my gosh, but at the same time, I do think about it.
do you like envy that, and like not in a bitchy way, but are you kind of like, oh, because they get to start their life now, like we've already started it, we're in like the mix of it, whereas they're at the start because they're like 2021. Do you
Mm-hmm.
kind of envy that it's like they get to start things now?
I don't know if I'd call it envy. I think it's just more like it feels like a reflection back at me,
Yeah,
and it just makes me grieve. Like the main feeling I have is grieving,
yeah,
because it's like raw, like that's where I wanted to be. And it's a reflection of where I wanted to be at that age.
yeah,
But again, like I think the way we should look at it is there's so much more life to live.
yes,
But I just
yeah.
think it should be like mentioned, like, damn.
There's a lot of pressure, and I think it's like good to sit with yourself and reflect on that and grieve it. But I think it's just important to be like, well, I'm healthy, I'm still here, I still like
Yeah.
have so much ahead of me.
So much life, yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's okay to grieve your early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
But also saying that, like, I know we both want to be the one that has it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that are in the same boat as us where like they didn't get what they wanted in their early 20s. It's like a very small portion of people that get that sugar daddy.
But I could have been a small portion. Do you get it? It could have been me.
I know.
Period. But
I
no, like it's not that
definitely.
deep to me. Like I don't grieve it like crazy, but I do, as I said, I do think about it. But as you said and you mentioned, like self-reflection is important. Sitting with yourself, loving yourself, and you spoke about acceptance, and I think that's important because
Yeah.
you have to accept yourself for where you are now.
Yeah.
And it's not about accepting yourself and staying still.
Yeah.
It's accepting yourself and growing from that acceptance.
Yeah.
Like accept where you are now, but still grow. Don't
Yeah.
like think, oh, you know, I need to grow, but you hate yourself into growing. No, accept where you are now and let yourself grow from there.
And love the growth. I think that's
Yeah.
like such an important thing.
It is
love
about the journey
growth.
as well.
Like
It
life
really
is a
is.
journey, literally.
Yeah.
I saw a video really quickly. I saw a video yesterday or this morning of this woman talking about like she enjoys growing up because of the obstacles and like the growth that you go through.
Oh, I think I know what video you're talking about, like the
Yeah.
challenges.
Yes.
Yeah. She had a shift in perspective towards them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I thought that was really, really nice because it can be scary growing up.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it really,
It's
really
like you just
can.
get pushed. Like,
Yeah,
you
there's
know,
no
when you're
manual.
like just pushed into something and you didn't, you know, there's
I
no
didn't ask for
manual,
this.
there's no nothing. And I'm not gonna lie, I do struggle with the idea that I'm an adult sometimes.
Yeah, so
And I feel like I struggle, especially I think if you've had a child young, then you've kind of been pushed into adulthood. But
very
you know,
quickly,
we haven't got any
yeah.
kids and stuff like that. And I feel like I have to train myself to be an adult.
Yeah, it's very good to have a job at a young age. Like whether you like it or
Yeah.
not, it is really good.
It teaches you a lot.
It does. Like even if you hate your job, it's fine. Like well, it's not fine. Like make sure your mental health is good first. But
Yeah.
like just having that responsibility of, you know, like whether you're working a lot of jobs you're working with customers, and it's like it kind of when you're in your early 20s, it kind of puts you in this like mindset of, okay, I'm responsible for other people now. And it's actually quite nice having that responsibility. Like when I worked in the lash shop, I had a duty to make sure that clients were having their treatments done properly.
They were happy.
Yeah, and
like
they
that.
were
Yeah.
walking away happy. They gave me a nice little review. Everyone's happy. Like it's a duty of care at the end of the day.
Yeah. No, I agree, definitely. I remember when I used to work in the office and stuff like that, and it did make me feel more grown because of the fact that I had to be there. Like it wasn't the
Yeah.
thing. Obviously, I'm getting paid to be there,
Yeah.
but I had to be there. I had to wake up in the morning, same time every day. I had to be there on time, and I had to make sure that I was doing the work. So that does, like, having a job definitely does give you that.
Yeah, that kick.
100%.
But I've actually got a question for you. So when you have your son or your daughter or both and they hit their early 20s or just before, like what would you say to them
In terms of like working
in terms of like
or like adult life?
So make sure you go out there, enjoy your early 20s.
Oh,
like,
what would I tell them?
Yeah, like so
girl, I got a book.
So like something, so all the things that you wish that you'd done in your early 20s.
Oh, I have a
feel
lot.
Like you would kind of maybe want to put it onto them, your early 20s. What would you like to do? And then whatever their answer is, then you could then give them a bit of advice, like, well, mummy didn't do this, and this is what I would have done.
The advice I would give them is you need to experience like no one's business. Like you need to do everything when you're young, because the biggest problem that happens is you don't do much when you're young. You fall into the default lifestyle, and that happens because you didn't get much experience when you were young. So if I was to have children, I wouldn't even just tell them this, but I would push them to do so much different things out of their comfort zone, things they're uncomfortable with, things they're comfortable with. And just things that they don't really get to do unless it's like a half term. Or like you know how we would do like Kingswood and stuff like that in the holidays. Or like me, I did NCS where you have like real life skills. I would push them to do everything so that when they get to a certain age, they have so much experience to know who they are and what they want.
A little bit of life skill.
So that's what I would do. I would say like
really
I would tell them to do that, build skills.
Just live your life. Go out. It's true.
But yeah, that's what I would tell my kids, and I would definitely have them experience. To end this with a bit of advice, and I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, anybody that is similar to our age and they feel like they're not where they want to be in life and they've expected to be successful earlier but they're not, I just want to say that everybody has a different timeline, and you know, you have to understand that this is your specific journey and enjoy the journey. Don't beat yourself up. Enjoy yourself even when you're not where you want to be in life, because enjoyment is not for when you get to where you want to get to. Enjoyment isn't when I'm happy or when this happens. Enjoyment is now. You don't know when your last day on earth is going to be. So enjoy now. Only now exists. So enjoy now. Okay.
You better
And you'll
crack
get to
that
where you want to
twig.
get to. Just keep a positive, like as they all say, keep a positive mind towards where you want to go in life, and you will get there
Yeah,
by far.
yeah. Oh, mate, I've learned a lot in life.
Yeah.
And just like patience as well.
Hmm.
Like, have patience with
I
yourself.
struggle with patience, but child,
Yeah,
that's an advice for me.
it's definitely like a skill that you've got to take on over time.
Hmm.
It's like building blocks. A little bit like Rome wasn't built in a day kind of thing,
That's
or
true.
whatever the saying is.
We
Like
end it with
it.
something, or should we just be like, clack it, and then let it zoom out? I don't know.
No. On to the next.
Yeah, on to the next. Let me